first place on our list is the Hofburg Palace. And the second place on our list is St. Stephen's Cathedral. And I'm pretty sure it has a really, really colorful tiled roof, just like the one we saw in Budapest, but this one is blue. So I'm really excited to see that one. Once again, another beautiful city with amazing buildings. Each one's a different color. They're all nicely, what's the word I'm thinking of? Nicely maintained. They're just really pretty. The city is actually bigger than I thought it was. It's taking us 20 minutes just to get to the first place that's more in the center of town, I guess. We decided to stay a little bit west of the center of town so that we could be closer to the train station, because we have to go to Salzburg in 2 days from the train station as well. I think that we'll be using more public transport here than we have in some other cities, but that could be fun. These buildings are really impressing me right now, so I'm really excited for the rest of today. We've only been walking for about 10 minutes, and every time I see a new building I get really excited, and he's honestly over it at this point.
These buildings remind me a lot of Parisian style buildings, but they are a lot closer together. Have you ever seen anything this size, this kind of wrapping?
So we got to the Hofburg Palace, and we just wanted to see it. And then we got something to eat, and he managed to find himself.
I've never seen anything like this. It's like an apple pretzel with...
Like, I think it's stuffed with it, right?
Yeah, stuffed with apple inside and sugar or coconut on top.
I think it is, yeah, it's like sugar flakes. So this is something different. We haven't had an apple pretzel yet. We got it from this place.
Yeah. This is my jam.
This is a pedestrian-only shopping street, and it is massive. Every time we turn a corner, it seems like there's more and more people, and it's bigger and bigger. Somehow we've ended up in an H&M. You know, we've never been to one before. This is new. He wants some fingerless gloves so that he can eat. That's really what it's for. He can eat his apple strudel while still being warm in his gloves. Am I right? This kid is ridiculous. He just bought himself 3 new items of clothing.
I'm excited about this stuff.
A scarf.
This is just what I was looking for.
A hat, and some fingerless gloves.
First of all, new hat. I've been looking for a new hat.
Try on session.
Fingerless gloves.
2-pack.
2-pack for $4.99.
He looks like the guy from Home Alone, like the burglar that comes in through the door. Just wait for it.
Look at that.
I honestly can't take you seriously with them. Now put them up, like show them.
Warm hands plus functionality for cameras, phones, directions, food.
Thanks, H&M.
tend to compare every church cathedral to the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, and this is probably just below that in terms of my favorite cathedrals. I mean, it's huge, it's very Gothic with the arches, with all the spires that you see on the outside, very gold inside. It's a must come to if you're in Vienna. The one thing that's different about this one is that you're limited on how far you can go up the aisle. They stop you at the back of the aisle, and you have to pay for like a tour to go up the Ave to get to the altar or to climb the spire. But we were able to take pretty good pictures from back where we were through the gate, and so we were satisfied. We are headed to Klein's Cafe to get some coffee and snacks.
I just got my afternoon coffee. It was 4.50 euros. That was an expensive coffee, but it was good. And now we are going to the church right across. This church wasn't even on my list, but it was stunning inside. Everything is so ornate in there. There's so many tiny little details. There's gold, and then there's like this pink rock, and I don't know if it's granite, quartz, marble. I'll look it up, but man, it is so cool. It was just a little hidden gem right next to Klein's Cafe.
This is called a tort. We don't know what it is, but we were told we had to try it here in Vienna. And we also got a goulash right here. But have no fear, it is different than our Hungarian goulash. This is a Viennese goulash.
Well, I think goulash is definitely my favorite soup. It's rich and hearty. Just tastes amazing in this cold weather. It's amazing, and I don't know which one I thought was better. I really thought they tasted the same. Did you have a preference?
I probably liked the one from last night in Budapest slightly better, but this one was still delicious.
Highly recommend.
Even though we just ate, we are headed to another food market. Originally, we had planned on eating at this upcoming food market tonight, but we kind of have a secret plan for tonight that we will share with you guys in a little bit. That's something we have never done before.
Well, that was a proper market. It had everything from restaurants in there to clothing, olives, seafood, beef, candy,
Pasta.
They had fresh raviolis and gnocchis. Tempted. And that was just a block away from our Airbnb, so we can check that out later tonight or maybe tomorrow morning. And now we're headed back to our Airbnb to relax for a little bit. All right, we are back in our Airbnb, and I'm gonna give you a quick tour of our massive place. So we are in the entryway, and you can either go to the dining room and bedroom or the kitchen. Let's start with the kitchen. Very spacious kitchen with a fridge, an oven, stove, microwave, sink, and then we have a dining room, which I feel like I have not seen a proper dining room in a while. And then we have the bedroom, but this is just like the living room. We have a desk, a fan, a little sitting area with a TV and couch. And then this is the west wing of the apartment. We have, this is just a linen closet, so nothing special about that, where the vacuum is housed. Then we have the bathroom, which again is absolutely massive by European standards and probably by US standards, honestly. Like, there's just so much space in here. And then we have the bedroom, which I showed a little bit earlier, but looks like a double bed, lofted ceilings, big armoire, plenty of space. Like, this is great. This is amazing.
You could fit a dozen people in here easily. But it's just the two of us.
We probably won't be using the right wing of this apartment very much. All right, we are just gonna take a little break and figure out what our night plans are, and we will catch you soon.
So the place that we are going requires you to be semi-dressed up. There will be some people in formal attire, but for us, traveling with backpacks.
He literally looks like he's wearing the exact same thing as earlier. He just put on a collared shirt, literally. And me, this outfit is, I don't even know. Like, and then they told us to wear comfortable shoes. So I didn't wear my like cuter shoes, so we'll see about this and how everyone's dressed up.
Hopefully they let us in. We have acquired some snacks. We got 2 bananas and 4 power bars, protein bars. We are going to be in line away from food for the next 4 hours-ish. So we figured we would need some nutrients because we haven't had dinner yet, and we are going to be hungry by 9:30 when this thing is over. I knew there would be a line. I'm really sad right now. We just stood in line for about an hour and a half. We got up to the ticket counter and they told us how much it was. We had read online that to get into the Vienna Opera, it only cost 3 to 4 euros per person if you were willing to stand. But when we got to the ticket booth, it was 10 euro per person, which is fine. That's not outrageous for an opera, but they only take cash.
Which we knew, but...
We have 15 euros in cash from, I don't even remember where.
Probably like Luxembourg or Dublin. No, yeah, Dublin.
Luxembourg or Dublin that we had taken cash out. We have 15 euros. It costs 20 for the both of us. We tried to pay with a debit card and a credit card. They said only cash. And so we are now sitting outside of the Vienna Opera House trying to debate what our next move is.
We didn't even know that we wanted to do it, but then when it seemed like an actual possibility, we got really excited. So you just pay 3 to 4 euros, and there's 3 different sections for the standing room, and then you can just watch the opera like that instead of paying like hundreds of dollars. Maybe we'll try again tomorrow. I mean, it's not a total lost cause. We could totally get more money and try again tomorrow. We were just really excited because we actually got to the very, very front, and we got to the very first person. They were like, sorry, 10 euros a person. We were like, you literally gotta be kidding me. So we're going to try to have fun for the rest of the night and not think about it, and do some of the things that we couldn't do earlier because we planned around this, and maybe find something to eat for dinner.
Okay, we were trying to turn the night around. We just went to a ramen place, but nobody else was in there. It didn't look like real ramen, so we left, found this street stand that was selling bratwurst and hot dogs. So we got a giant hot dog. Which one?
You got the cheese
I got a hot
one?
dog with cheese and ketchup, and Janella got...
I just got a spicy one.
with cheese and mustard.
Ketchup. Pin has been purchased. We have been successful every city so far, and now we are just gonna head back to the Airbnb. We feel like we've seen all that we could today. It is freezing. Like, it has gotten so cold.
And it's starting to rain.
Yeah. So I think that we are gonna call it for the night, and tomorrow we have some really fun things planned starting at 10 a.m. Well, I thought we were done for the night. We were headed to the Airbnb and we passed by the Opera House, and there's a live viewing of it right here that you can just sit and watch. So we did that, and we looked up the summary of what the opera was about, and were able to read the scenes in English and figure out what was going on. So it was actually more exciting than I thought it would be. And it turned out to be a good night because we got to see it. Maybe not the way that we thought, but at least we got to see it. So for real this time, good night. We're headed to Airbnb, no more stops.